Imagine this. You have just finished your sales pitch. You are confident, but the client looks at you, hesitates, and says, "Let me think about it." Or worse, he don't even reply to your follow-ups. Frustrating, right? Here's the truth. It is not about your product, it's about your approach. Most sales pitches fail not because they are bad, but because they are not aligned with what the customer truly wants. In this video, we will uncover the psychology behind a successful pitch, the common mistake you are making, and how to fix them. Stay till the end for actionable steps that will change how you sell forever. We have all been there. The pitch that felt perfect yet led to a dead end. It's discouraging, but what if I told you that these failures are opportunities to refine your skills? Today, we'll analyze why pitches fail and explore real life strategies to turn things around. We'll cover three major areas: preparation, delivery, and follow up. And I'll share real life examples that will make this concept stick to your mind. So, now, area number one: preparation. Why poor preparation kills your pitch? Many salespeople walk into meeting without understanding their client's business need. A SaaS company pitched their software to a retailer without realizing the retailer already had a similar solution. The result? Obviously, instant rejection. So, you should spend time studying your client's history, competitors, and pain points. Tools like LinkedIn, company website of their, and industry reports are gold mine for your information. Means understand the client need exactly what they want and give what they need. Just that's it. Now, if you are not clear about what you want the client to do after your pitch, they won't know either. A freelance graphic designer pitched their service but didn't clarify how they could help increase the client's conversion rate. Obviously, the pitch fell flat. Define a specific call to action before any meeting or anything, whether it's scheduling another meeting or signing a proposal. People make decisions emotionally and justify them logically. If you only focus on facts and features, you miss the emotional connection. For example, a car salesperson emphasizes engine specs instead of how the car makes you feel confident on the road. Tie your pitch to emotions like security, success, or excitement. For instance, instead of saying, "This software automates tasks," say, "This software gives you more time to focus on what matters most because it conserves your time and you can use it to increase your growth." Area number 2: delivery. This covers mistakes during the pitch. If you dominate the conversation, you are not understanding the client's needs. For example, a real estate agent spent 20 minutes explaining property features without letting the buyer share their preferences. The buyer lost interest. So, for this, follow the 70-30 rule. Let the client speak 70% of the time. Use open-ended questions to guide the conversation. Here, open-ended questions play a major role because open-ended questions give them time or space to think what they actually feels. That's why this is so important to ask open-ended question and use the 70-30 rule. Now, bombarding clients with too many details confuse them. For example, a financial advisor presented a 30-slide deck, overwhelming the client with jargon. The client chose a simple competitor. So, for this, Simplify your message. Highlight 2-3 key benefits that address the client's specific pain points, because whatever you do, the client can never give 100% attention to 100% of your conversation. So highlight the important points means highlight important pain points. Now, fact tell but story sell. Without stories, your pitch feels lifeless. For example, an entrepreneur pitching an eco-friendly product simply listed its features instead of sharing how it helped a customer reduce waste. So for this, share relatable stories. For instance, one of our clients saved $10,000 a month using our service, which allowed them to hire more staff. Using stories in a sales pitch, it make them more connected towards that stories, and you should also choose that story very carefully that they can relate with it. Now, rigid pitches don't work because every client is different. For example, a startup pitched the same script to every investor, ignoring individual priorities. So, for this, be flexible, pay attention to verbal and non-verbal cues, and adjust your pitch in real time. You cannot say a scripted sales pitch to everyone because everyone is different. So you have to adjust your pitch according to that. Now, area number 3, follow up. Why most follow up fail? Constantly pushing for a decision can annoy clients. For example, a salesperson sends daily emails, making the client feel pressured and uninterested. So for this, use the balanced approach. Follow up 3 to 2 days later with value added content like a case study or testimonial. And don't annoy with your follow up. Don't send follow up more than 2 or 3. That is it. Now, generic follow up shows a lack of genuine interest. For example, a B2B rep sent a template email without addressing the client's unique concern. So, for this, reference a specific point from your meeting. For example, you mentioned reducing cost. Here, how we can help. This means that show genuinely interest on your client, and this can be only done when you address the unique pain points or problems of every client in their email or whatever you are doing any sales page or whatever. Now, many salespeople stop following up after 1 or 2 attempts. For example, a software company lost a deal because they didn't follow up when the client was busy. So for this, used a structured follow-up schedule, day 3, day 7, day 14, and so on. Stay consistent but respectful. Means give them time from one follow-up to second follow-up. Maybe they were busy when you have sent first follow-up, so anything can be reason. So wait for some days, then send your second follow-up, then wait for some days, then send your third follow-up. This time you should do follow-up, because follow-up also play a very important role in sales. So now let's summarize the 3 points or areas which I have shared you. Success in sales pitching comes down to preparation, effective delivery, and thoughtful follow-up. So from this video or information, the actionable tip is, before your next pitch, ask yourself, am I solving the client's problem? If not, rethink your approach. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more actionable sales tips, and comment below what's your biggest challenge in sales. Let's tackle it together and break down it, because our mission is mission sales decoding.